You can measure the Democratic control of the Congress since January 2007 and ask yourself one question. How many of Bush's terrible legislations have they rolled back? And how many have they even tried to roll back? And did they even try to initiate impeachment proceedings? Nothing. Nothing. Not even the provision in the so-called drug benefit law, which tied Uncle Sam's hand and said the U.S. government cannot negotiate volume discounts with pharmaceutical companies to provide lower-priced drugs for the elderly. They didn't even roll that back. And so what we're seeing here are increasingly similar two parties, still dissimilar on Social Security and their differences on gay, lesbian rights and civil rights and some civil liberties. But remember, there's only one senator in the United States Senate who voted against that Patriot Act, and it was Senator Feingold from Wisconsin. And there's only one senator who initiated a censure resolution of that criminal George W. Bush, and that is Senator Feingold. And no one supported him in the Democratic Party. So Senator Feingold is the measure of the cowardliness, of the complicity, of the surrender mentality of the Democratic Party.
How can we focus America on issues? How can we get America to understand a third party is necessary?
Lots of small community meetings all over the country, neighborhoods, living rooms. That's what starts any political movement. That's what started the progressive populist movement, farmers meeting together in their barns and their fields. We've got to get over thinking we can have one giant television network that's going to mobilize people, but nobody can stop us from having meetings with our friends and relatives and co-workers and then linking these small communities through a major progressive political party.
Do you have something to say about Fighting Bob Fest? Why did you come to Fighting Bob Fest today?
Well, Bob LaFollette was my boyhood hero, along with Lou Gehrig of the New York Yankees and his stamina. And I always want to commemorate his great record. And also it's a way of extending his legacy by having all these wonderful progressive people here, thousands of them out in the open air under the sun and the wind. That's the way democracy is built, with personal interactions and personal gatherings. It's not built by looking at screens. You can look at screens and find out the time and place for the Bob Fest, but there's nothing can substitute personal meetings.